Mr. Songer with you, and this is the makeup lesson for the lesson that's called Ensemble Lesson 1. And this is for all three grades, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And at the end of this lesson, I also have a short little rudiment study for the percussion on snare drum. So this lesson is going to be, makeup lesson will be very short. It's just going to be me telling you about a couple things. And after the video, I want you to practice something and record something. So just listen very briefly here. So we are all working on ensembles in our lessons, and the first step is to do this makeup lesson. If you don't have your ensemble song or know what your ensemble song is, you should talk to me and figure that out and get that music from me if you need it. Okay. The second thing is I just want to talk a little bit about practicing your ensemble piece. What you want to do, probably more than anything, when you are preparing a song to work on in an ensemble, is to work on your rhythm and make sure that your rhythm is very steady and is very accurate. When you're playing an ensemble with a small group of people, if you miss a fingering, like let's say you play a B natural instead of a B flat, that one note obviously is going to be wrong and it's not going to sound very good. But hopefully the next several notes you're going to be fine. That one wrong note has just created one split second of incorrectness, but then you can move on and everything's okay. If you miss a rhythm, let's say you play a dotted half note only 2 counts instead of 3. Well, that one note's going to sound wrong because you're going to then play the next note after that dotted half note 1 beat too early. And then, if you don't adjust, you're going to continue to play everything 1 beat early. And so not only did that one spot where you missed the rhythm sound off, but now everything after that sounds incorrect as well because you've messed up one rhythm. So that's why I say doing your rhythms correctly is more important than doing the fingerings correctly in an ensemble setting. So that's the first thing to work on. The second thing to work on kind of goes along these same lines. In many cases, not all cases, your ensemble, you might be seeing both the part you're playing and the part that everyone else is playing. If you have a sheet of music like this where you can see what everyone else is doing, this is very helpful when you practice because you can play and then also kind of look above or below the part you're playing and see what everyone else is doing. And you can make observations like, wow, everybody has the same rhythm during this section. So that when you get into your ensemble setting, you can be playing and be like, all right, I know in this section we should all be playing the same rhythm. We might not all have the same fingerings through here, but we have the same rhythm. Okay? Or you might notice that there's a part where the rhythms are quite different. And sometimes just making that observation, and then when you go and play in an ensemble and you get to that section where the rhythms are different, you might say, oh my goodness, I can tell we're off right here because the A part went too fast, or I went too slow, or whatever the case may be. And then another thing, I guess, so when you get into that rehearsal setting, you can even say to your group and say, hey, watch out for this spot because we all have something different right here. And then in your practice time, you work on that part very, very meticulously and make sure, again, that rhythm is very accurate because your rhythm is different than everyone else's. So that's another thing that you can do. A third thing that you can do is really pay attention to dynamics. When you're doing an ensemble, the melody a lot of times will jump from part to part. And a lot of times it's marked in your music, louder, like a mezzo forte or forte when you have the melody, and then maybe a piano or mezzo piano when you don't have the melody. And so when you get into that ensemble setting, sometimes it's hard to know who has the melody at all times. But if you follow those dynamics, that's usually a good indication of bringing out the melody when you have it, when you see a forte or mezzo forte, and then coming back down when you don't have the melody, when you have a piano or a mezzo piano. So it's almost telling you when to bring out a part because it's maybe more crucial from a melodic standpoint. So really pay attention to those dynamics. So those are 3 things I'd really like you to do, and what I'd like for you to do to fully make up this lesson is to take your ensemble song. Again, if you don't have it, you need to come and see me. And I want you to record 30 seconds of it. Okay? In some cases, if you have a shorter piece, that might be the whole thing. But find 30 seconds. It could be the first 30 seconds. It could be part in the middle, wherever. And record that and send that to me. Now, woodwinds and brass, you are done. Percussion, I just have one other thing I want to show you, and that is a rudiment called a flam accent. And in your accent and achievement book, you all near the back of your book have a rudiment chart, which has the 40 rudiments, which are divided up into 4 sections, the rolls, the diddles, the flams, and the drags. And we are going to look at rudiment number 21, which is the first one under the flam section. And actually, it's the second one. The flam is the first one. So number 21, the flam accent. And flam accents are very common in 3/4 time and 6/8 time. Basically what it is you're going to have a flam and then 2 just regular stickings after that. And then you repeat it, but you alternate which hand you use. So for example, we're going to start a flam going left, right. Let me put the computer down here so you can see my sticks. So you're going to go like this. There's your first flam, so left, right, okay? And then after that, you go left, right, just regular sticking. So it's going to be left, right, left, right. And then you do the same thing, but you do opposite sticks. So you're going to go right, left, right, left. So left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. Again, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. So there's your flam accent. Very common pattern, again, like I said, in 6/8 time, 3/4 time. So percussion, go ahead and practice that one a little bit too. And that's it. Thanks for watching.